is happening, people? Now, understandably, after the last video, I've gotten inundated with a ton of messages from people asking me, I want to get involved in sandbag training, but I have no idea what weight sandbag I should get. And that's really a hard question to answer because there's not like a real deadlift to sandbag ratio. I know plenty of guys who can deadlift 600 pounds, but they can't pick up a 250-pound sandbag. And then conversely, I know guys who've been involved in like wrestling or manual labor for a couple decades who can just toss around a 250-pound sandbag, but they can't barbell deadlift 500 pounds. So it's not a super easy answer, and you're really not gonna know until you get your hands on some sort of sandbags. Now, although commercial sandbags are very durable, they are super expensive for a bag that holds sand. So I thought what I'd do is come on here and just do a quick discussion of basically like, if I were to start sandbag training all over at the beginning today, what would I spend money on? Now, even though I am sponsored by a company that sells sandbags, I do think it's important to mention that I started out my sandbag training using homemade sandbags, and I would encourage a lot of you to do the same, especially with your lighter weights. I was just filling up old military duffel bags and things like that. However, there is a reason why you don't see a ton of homemade sandbags hanging out in strongman gyms, and that's because sandbags of high use that are homemade tend to break. I'm not saying yours are gonna break. Yours are gonna be the ones that hold out forever. Trust me, yours are the one. But there is a reason why there are commercial sandbags, and believe me, they are worth the money. But I do believe if you are gonna get involved in sandbag training, then you're probably gonna need 2 to 3 sandbags of varying weights. So I try to look at this kind of like Goldilocks. You're gonna need a papa bear, a mama bear, as well as a baby bear. Now your papa bear weight is gonna be something you can kind of grow into. You're gonna be using it currently for your heaviest exercise and things like that, but it's kind of like your goal weight sandbag. And then you're gonna have your mama bear sandbag, which is going to be your workhorse. That's the one that is gonna get the majority of use because it's good medium weight. You can use it for a lot more exercises, a lot more carries, and things like that. Now, when you are more experienced, that sandbag is gonna be right around your body weight. That's just how it kind of seems to work out. Right around your body weight is a great weight to kind of toss around as well as carry and just do a lot of dynamic things with. However, if you are brand new to sandbag training, telling someone to pick up a body weight sandbag is like literally telling them to do something impossible. For a lot of people, a body weight sandbag is extremely, extremely heavy. And because of that, that is why we need a baby bear sandbag. Now, for the baby bear sandbag, I would highly recommend, if you are not making some sandbags of your own, that you buy some sort of fillable sandbag. And by fillable, I just mean that you can unscrew the top and put more sand in it or take sand out as you want, as compared to one of these, which is kind of set at a weight and then you lock it down. But the fillable sandbag is really, really good for a lot of reasons and bad for other reasons. One thing that I will say about the fillable sandbag is that you need to make sure that it stays packed tight the entire time, no matter what weight you set it at. Because if it is loose and kind of floppy, then you might as well have handles on the sandbag. You want this thing to mimic an Atlas stone as close as possible, so you're actually using your crush strength to manipulate it instead of like your saggy strength. Also, another negative about a fillable sandbag is once you've tightened that thing down to look like an Atlas stone, you'll have a lot of extra bag material sticking up that you need to cinch down, tape, and you kind of create like a top knot that can get in the way often. So that is annoying. However, having a fillable sandbag is so useful because as you are new to sandbag training, you're not only gonna be gaining new strength progress through like learning new exercise and doing stuff like that, but you're also gonna be building new neuro patterns. So the same way when you first started using a barbell and your newbie gains, you never gained weight faster, same thing's gonna happen with a sandbag. So if you buy a 100-pound sandbag, it's not gonna be very long before you need a 150 pounds. So having a fillable sandbag where you can vary the weight is massively, massively useful, especially at the beginning. Plus, if it's big enough, then you can use it as kind of a hovering weight between your mama bear and your papa bear sandbags, like something in between once you get further down the line. All that said, if I were to start over right now, this morning, and I had 0 sandbags, I'd probably invest in one of 3 ways. The first of which is I would buy one fillable sandbag, and I would plan on that son of a gun carrying me all the way up to my body weight, because that's the second sandbag that I would buy is a bodyweight sandbag, and I use that as like the one that I'm gonna grow into, as well as for hopefully some of my heavier exercises. However, like I mentioned, if you are brand new to sandbag training, someone can hold a gun to your head. And for some of you, picking up a bodyweight sandbag is going to feel next to impossible. So you're gonna wanna be careful. Option number 2, which is a little bit more expensive, but might work out better for most of the people watching this, is number 1, you're gonna buy a fillable sandbag because again, that's gonna be varying of weights. You can add weight to it, you can take weight out of it, you're just gonna have to deal with that top knot. But the second bag, your mama bear bag, is going to be about 25 to 50 pounds less than your body weight. And that's gonna be the bag that you're using for most of your exercises at this stage of your training. And also, as you move further along and it doesn't feel as heavy, a bag that is about 25 to 50 pounds less than your body weight is something that you're gonna be using for warm-ups, for a lot of your explosive stuff. It's a bag that will get used a lot, so you're not really wasting money on that. And then the third bag that I would buy in this group would be one at your body weight, and right now that is your Papa Bear. That is your goal bag, your growth bag, the one that you use for a lot of your current heavy exercises, but really it's not your workhorse bag. That's the one that you're moving towards to become your workhorse bag, because option number 3 is going to be one fillable bag, but again, it's gotta be big enough that as you move up weight, you can use it as a kind of hovering weight between the mama bear and the papa bear. In this grouping, your mama bear bag is gonna be your body weight, and then your papa bear bag is gonna be somewhere between 25 and 75 pounds above your body weight. Now, this for people who have either done a lot of manual labor, you're a wrestler, you're a grappler, you understand how to manipulate weight that doesn't want to be manipulated, or if you're already doing some sandbag training, then I'd recommend this kind of as the most usable thing, especially for things like the everyday carry program and stuff like that. If you have one that is about 25 to 50 pounds less than your body weight, one at your body weight, and then one 25 to 75 pounds above your body weight, you're pretty much set up for sandbag training for as long as you want to be. Now, if you guys are in the market for sandbags, then please, you can help support the channel by going to cerberusstrength.us and using the code NEVERSATE to save yourself 10% site-wide, but there are both fillable as well as these types of sandbags on there, and Cerberus is a terrific company that supports Strongman and me, so I always want to support them. And then also, guys, if you are looking how to implement sandbags into your regular training already, I do offer an everyday carry program that has things like sandbags, farmer's walks, waiter's walks incorporated into normal barbell work, and people have absolutely loved it. It's been absolutely just skyrocketing people's lifts, so you might want to check that out. And then also, probably next week, maybe week and a half, I'll be releasing my next ebook, which is going to be an add-on program called 60 Sandbag Sessions, where I'm going to give 60 10-minute sandbag sessions that you can add on to whatever barbell program you're currently doing, whether it be one of mine or somebody else's. If you're doing Juggernaut AI and you want to add in sandbag training, now you're going to be able to, and you're going to have a good idea of how to just incorporate it all. So guys, I thank you so much for your attention, for your time, for everything, all the way to guys support the channel, whether it be through using the code for the sandbags, that supports the channel, buying the programs, that supports the channel, doing the supplements, that supports the channel. It all goes towards me being able to make these videos that hopefully helps some of you out. So I love doing it. I hope you guys love watching it. I will catch you guys later in the week. Until I do got something amazing in your lives, keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. I'll see you then.